What's up, YouTube? Good morning, good evening, or whichever time zone you're watching this video. This is the Afterthought. I'm Zach Hankins, and this is just my thoughts on the Kyle Kover trade that Cleveland has acquired from Atlanta just the other night. That has everybody literally scared right now. If you're a fan of the Eastern Conference right now, of any team such as Toronto, Chicago, New York Knicks, just know that there's nothing to be afraid of right now. Every team still got a chance. It's still midway during the season. We're in January right now, so we're not even reached the All-Star break yet. Okay, so Kyle Korver is just one player that they acquired, but y'all must understand, Dan Gilbert is pretty much keeping his team, you know what I'm saying, afloat right now. He's trying to, they're the defending champions for the first time this season. So all they're doing right now is trying to get pieces to keep that team going, okay? LeBron James in the past 2-3 seasons have to work extremely hard keeping that team in games right now. So Kyle Kover gives the Cleveland Cavaliers an extra shooter that they need so that they can keep their momentum going. And then LeBron and Kyrie Irving don't have to work or play as hard on the court. Even though you can make a strong argument that Kyrie Irving is really the MVP right now of that team. Truly. Yeah, I know this is LeBron James' team. He's the king over there. And there's no doubt that LeBron has done some amazing things in this league. Okay? He has been the main one that kept Cavaliers a contending team. Roughly, since the time he came in 2003. But when the Cavaliers drafted Kyrie Irving, they drafted, no doubt, a leader, a superstar, okay? The only real reason why Kyrie Irving doesn't get the MVP award is because LeBron James over there. And it's hard to give it to another player when you got your star and your captain over there. But still, LeBron James won't mind Kyrie Irving getting the MVP anyway, but still. The Cleveland Cavaliers are going through injuries right now because Chris Anderson has been out. He's going to be out for a while. And so is J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith is suffering an injury right now. It's going to take him out for still some more months. So they need Kyrie Irving to replace Smith for the time being, but all Kyle Kover is to that team is basically that Ray Allen that LeBron James had when he was with the Heat. He's basically the Ray Allen when the Boston Celtics was using him. He just gives him that extra three-point shooter. Kyle Korver is not going to be there to be doing no dunks. He's not going to be going to the rim on you. Even though the man does have an inside game, he rarely takes inside shots like that. Kyle Korver is like a high percentage shooter. He's like 75 to 85% on the field. And on his best night, he'll give you around 22 to 24 points scoring if he really gets hot. But still, that's all Kyle Kover is basically used for. He is 35 years old. He's, he is getting a little older, but the man can't still play. He was an all-star in this league 2 seasons ago when the Atlanta Hawks won 60 games with Coach Budenholzer. I think that was Coach Budenholzer's like second season as a head coach after leaving Greg Popovich in the San Antonio Spurs. So all the Atlanta Hawks are doing right now, they know they have to go younger right now. Their roster is still not working yet. It's still not clicking. That team's only chance of getting to the finals was 2 years ago, and they still could not beat the Cleveland Cavaliers without Kyrie Irving in that lineup. So, they got Dwight Howard. Paul Millsap is still questionable with Atlanta. I don't know what they're going to do with him. But if they were smart, they would still keep Paul Millsap there for one last season before trading him during the deadline, because you're not going to get too much for Paul Millsap. There's not too many teams out there that's going to be trading around their assets because Paul Millsap's worth some money. He's worth a pretty penny. The man can rebound. He has a good inside game. He has defense. And he can shoot the three, just like Al Horford did. And even though Al Horford is missed over there in Atlanta, to me, Dwight Howard is not what Al Horford was to the Hawks. He's not going to have the same impact Al Horford had. So the Boston Celtics basically came up big when they signed Al Horford to that contract. But Paul Millsap is pretty much that Al Horford right now. He can take that spot. And with Korver going, and then they don't have Jeff Teague, they released him during the summertime, the last summer during free agency. Which to me, I would have never gotten rid of Jeff Teague. Okay, yeah. Bazemore is good. You got Dennis Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder is not a bad point guard, but Dennis Schroeder is better off the bench. The problem with Atlanta right now, they don't got a good bench. So when they released Jeff Teague and allowed him to go to Indiana, and they decided to go with Dennis Schroeder, they gave up some bench that they need. They gave up the power they need on the bench. Because the bench right now don't even have a decent six-man. And you can't rely on players like Seth Lotion either, because even he's getting older. So, the Hawks need Paul Millsap along with Dwight Howard. Those two work out well, but supposedly the Atlanta Hawks are looking to basically change up their roster. They may be looking to start over because what they got in the lineup right now is just not working. It didn't work last year. They didn't really get too far. I think they put out the Boston Celtics, but that's it. They don't go no further. So they got to try to come up with a team that can compete with the Toronto Raptors, the Cleveland Cavaliers, or even the New York Knicks with Derrick Rose, Porzingis, Carmelo Anthony over there with Joakim Noah. They don't. The Atlanta Hawks are not looking to be going for no championships anytime soon. They're still not there yet. But Cleveland, I mean, if they play Golden State again, so be it. That just means that these are still the two strongest teams. And no, the Cleveland Cavaliers are not a super team. I repeat, they are not a super team. Okay, fans out there, y'all just got to calm down right now and have faith in your teams. The Cavaliers can be beaten right now, especially when they don't got their full roster yet. Okay, they're going through some injuries right now. And LeBron James is, you know what I'm saying, he has to work a lot of extra hard right now. Him and Kyrie Irving have to keep that team going. Kevin Love got to step up. Okay, the Cavaliers still got to do their job and handle their business, but they're going to get to the playoffs. They'll be a first seed, no doubt, but they can just as easily lose this year, okay? You got a Toronto Raptors team that's looking stronger and stronger year by year, okay? The fact that the Raptors got to the Eastern Conference last year is saying a lot for that franchise right now. DeRozan and Kyle Lowry have their combination. They have their pair. Okay, that's like, they're not exactly a Shaq and Kobe. They're not exactly Karl Malone, John Stockton, but there's something similar, okay? The Raptors don't got a bad team. That can actually beat Toronto. They can beat Cleveland if they really put their mind to it, all right? And yes, the Golden State Warriors got their team. They still got Durant. You got Steph Curry. You got Klay Thompson, Draymond Green. So, yeah, the Warriors will be in the Western Conference Finals, but they can lose too. Okay? Just not forget that this is not the same Warriors team from last year. They're not going to be winning 73 games this season. They'll win 66, maybe 67 to 68, but 70 games is not what they're going to pull out. And especially when you got a San Antonio Spurs team that could just easily upset them. The Houston Rockets are looking strong right now with James Harden. So, like I said, the Cleveland Cavaliers need another shooter. So that's what they did with Kyle Kover. He's basically taking J.R. Smith's spot for now until J.R. Smith can get back into the lineup. And even then, J.R. Smith may be on the bench as a six-man. If Kyle Kover plays well and he hits his shots consistently and keeps Cleveland Cavaliers ahead in games and makes it easier for him, Kyle Kover might be a starter even though they're going to give J.R. Smith his seniority. Okay, but still, I don't see J.R. Smith starting over Kyle Kover. Kyle Kover is, of course, healthier right now. He's shooting well, and like I said, J.R. Smith is better on the bench anyway with Amon Shumpert. And that's the one thing Cleveland Cavaliers are going to have to do this year if they're going to want to go to the finals and beat whoever they're facing. They need to keep their bench strong right now. That's what any team right now. You need a good bench. You can have all the starters you want in the world, but if you don't have a good bench right now, you're not going to go too far. But still, with Kyle Kover, the Cleveland Cavaliers can basically go small ball with Golden State. They'll have the speed needed. Because Korver, you could put him at the small forward position. That's so great about him. He's versatile. You could put him at the 2 or the 3. You know, of course, LeBron James can play any position you put him in. LeBron James can just as easily bump down to power forward. And then, like I said, you can put Kevin Love at the center position and rotate him with Tristan Thompson. And that's the lineup right there along with Kyrie Irving. And that'll sure enough give Cleveland Cavaliers a chance at going head-to-head with Golden State. They already have their number now. Let's not forget that the Golden State Warriors lost to the Cleveland Cavaliers Christmas Day. That should have been a team Golden State should have pulled off, but for some reason they gave up the lead. And that's something the Warriors got to fix. But still, this is no doubt that the Warriors and the Cavaliers are a dynasty team. And I said this on Facebook last year going into the finals. And I told everybody this, that LeBron James and Steph Curry are officially the leaders of this league. Steph Curry is the leader of the West. LeBron's the leader of the East. So if you see these two teams in the finals multiple years, it's because that's a rivalry. They pretty much have what the Celtics and Lakers had back in the 70s, 80s, and then the early 2000s, you know what I'm saying, 2008. No, not yet. 2008 and 2010. And then, you know what I'm saying, yeah, 2010, the last time the Lakers and Celtics played each other for the finals. That was a rivalry right there. It's like watching the Spurs and the Lakers. So officially, Golden State and Cleveland are rivals. So that's what y'all got to understand. Cleveland has to go hard every season. They have to be that much better than Golden State, knowing they may have to run into them again this year in the finals, in which Golden State is looking to redeem themselves. I don't see Kevin Durant with him and Steph Curry paired up together. I don't see them just going down like that. They might get to the finals again. So just be prepared for that. This is the Afterthought. And if you like this video, of course, you can subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button. And I'll make more videos down the line because it's 2017 and a lot more is to come. Shouts out to my haters too. We're going to continue to be proving y'all wrong. Y'all have a good day. And then I definitely liking the NBA season. It's a lot of competition. I can't wait till after All-Star break and we really start get going and who we see is going to be clinching. Again, I got Golden State and Cleveland right now so far. They're going to be the first seeds. So we're going to see how that goes from there. Y'all take care. Have a good weekend. And shouts out to the NFL because I look forward to watching the playoffs, and I will be covering each rounds, know what I'm saying, coming up. I'm going to be breaking down some more NFL action for you on my predictions, and I'll see how my predictions have came true from my last video. Y'all take care. Stay blessed. I'll see you soon.